What's up, ladies and gents? So it's finally time for me to swap out the clutch on the Miata. If you guys keep up with the videos, you already know what clutch kit I got. I got the Flyin Miata Happy Meal kit.
Do you have an emergency?
Can I get one with that meal?
A Happy Meal?
Here's the clutch pressure plate, the clutch, the alignment tool, the throwout bearing. Oh shit, I didn't even realize it came with a crankshaft seal. I had actually bought a OEM one. And then the flywheel. So yeah, I already jacked up the car. It's kind of scary because I have to jack it up decently high on all four. I put some wheels here just for safety measure and another wheel here as well. So I'm gonna just drain the tranny fluid and then start unbolting stuff. Sheesh. It's also cold as hell, so I'm wearing 2 pants, 2 sweaters, well, a long sleeve and a sweater. Kind of makes you feel a little lazy when it's cold as hell outside, but
Nah, I don't really feel like it.
I'm in a winter vacation right now, so I figured I might as well get this done. This tranny fluid went through a few drift events and just, you know, Mexico street drifting. So while this thing is draining, I'm gonna go ahead and start unbolting the drive shaft. Oh yeah, since this exhaust is wider, I'm probably gonna have to pull the downpipe. Maybe not though, we'll see. Now let me disconnect the speedo sensor. I ended up taking off the whole mid pipes because it's in the way. It was in the way of the drive shaft, as you can see. And also, it'll probably be easier to pull the tranny out that way, anyways. Here she goes, boys. The drive shaft.
So you're just gonna move up and down the floor.
There's a tranny. I just gotta unbolt it from the power plant frame, and then the shift knob, the starter, and we should be ready to drop it. And a few sensors. The starter bolts are caked with oil. I don't know if you can see them. Probably not. So I gotta clean those up a bit before I can even access them. So just got the starter out. My hands are freaking caked with oil. Starter's caked as well. So we're getting pretty close. If y'all don't have orange stuff, y'all should invest in some. This orange fast cleaning hand cleaner stuff. It cleans up your hands real quick. Alright, so you'll remember how dirty my hands were. I don't like wearing gloves because with gloves I can't really feel much.
That's what she said.
It gets kind of annoying. See? I mean, the back of my hands are still dirty. But it's this cleaning stuff right here. Fast orange. Good shit. I gotta loosen the ones on the diff as well, so the power plant frame can swivel. But this one's mushroomed. Damn, this thing is mushroomed. It's when I was a super low boy stance boy. Gotta take the shifter off now. That's pretty much it. Last thing would be the clutch slave cylinder, which I could just access from here, right there. I just have to unbolt it from the tranny. I just went to go get some gear oil for the tranny, some MT90 Redline. And you already know I had to get an energy drink for the boys, even though the boys ain't here. Still busting. And I got some blue Loctite for the flywheel bolts. So as it is right now, I'm unbolting all the bolts that go to the tranny. And yep, I'm gonna continue doing that and then just drop it before the sun goes down, because the sun already goes down at like 3-4ish and it's already 1:42. Yeah, I'm gonna just grind this out, pull the tranny, and then that's probably it for today. And tomorrow I'll install the flywheel, the clutch, the throw bearing, and all that. Let's get to it.
Style wolf, 7 down tune. When I say I kill simple, kill yourself before I do.
Oh, my thumb's cramping. There she is, boys. Sheesh. Damn, look at this shit. And just like that, she's out, boys. I'm gonna just go ahead and take out the flywheel, the pressure plate, the flywheel, and the clutch. Clutch. Damn, the clutch is not bad at all.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
I mean, it still has plenty of life, but it still can't handle, you know, the horsepower. The pilot bearing is also shot. The pilot bearing is shot, but I mean, it still works. But you can tell it's shot because it makes a lot of grindy type noises, kind of like a worn out skateboard bearing. Yeah, one of my leaks was coming from here, from the flywheel bolts, because I didn't put thread lock. The crankshaft threads here are exposed to the inside of the actual block. So if you don't put thread lock on those, oil will seep. Yup, it looks like it was leaking. Can you see right here? I'm gonna go ahead and remove the old seal, even though it's probably good, but I have a new one, so I might as well. Can't really see shit. I'm gonna just pull it out and not record. All right, so I took the old seal out and I'm about to put in the new one. I 3D printed this piece here so I can bolt up the new crankshaft seal evenly. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Clean it up a little bit. And I think that should be it. Yup, that's basically flush. So now I'm gonna just prep the flywheel. So here's the old one and here's the new one. I did get the light end flywheel.
Because steel is heavier than feathers. But steel's heavier than feathers. What?
So I'm gonna press the bearing in now. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna put the new flywheel on now. I'm gonna just put a few bolts just so it can hold itself in place. And this time I'll put Loctite on the bolt. I gotta torque it to the right spec. Damn, having a lift would be clutch. Well, having a lift in general would be clutch for a lot of things. So now I gotta hold the flywheel in place. So I'm gonna get a wrench real quick. To hold it in place, I just put a wrench here and have it bottom against the dial pin there. I've had to do this on the MR2 before, this technique, which is where I learned it from. So we should be at 74 foot-pounds. There we go. And just like that, boys. At this point, it's probably too dark for you guys to see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna start installing the clutch and the pressure plate. Ugh. Too bad no one's ever gonna see this pretty pressure plate.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
Okay, so we wanna make sure clutch is as centered as we can get it. I did this once without the tool on the MR2, just by eyeballing it, and I got lucky. I didn't have the tool because I didn't have time to order it. You know, back then the MR2 was my daily. Oh damn, you guys probably can't see anything. Back then the MR2 was my daily, so it could only be out of commission for a few days, maybe 2 days max, which would be the weekend, because I would need to take it to school and then to work. So when I would have to do something like this, I would stay up late as hell, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then on Monday back to school. These only go to like 14 foot-pounds, something like that. So here we go. Oh, I think I went over on that other one. I can't feel it with that big old ratchet. So I'm gonna bust out the little, I'm gonna loosen this one back up. I can't feel this ratchet click on the torque spec. At such a low torque spec, so I'm gonna bring out the, not the 1/2 inch torque wrench, but the 3/8. The 3/8 torque wrench. Only that this one is in inch-pounds instead of foot-pounds. So if you wanna go from the foot-pounds to inch-pounds, you just multiply the foot-pounds times 12 to get the inch-pounds. So since I had this to 16 foot-pounds, it's just 16 times 12, which is 192. That's that, boys. There's the flywheel, the clutch, and the pressure plate. Now I'm gonna install the throwout bearing, even though this one's still good, but since I have the tranny out, I might as well. All this oil that you guys see is also from, I think, the camshaft angle sensor O-ring, but I can swap that out some other time. And just like that, even though this one's still good. I'll save it for an emergency or something though. And there it is. This was a transmission that I had already swapped out probably like maybe 2-3 years ago, because my other one blew up, and I replaced the seals on this one. The input seals and the rear drive shaft seal. But I think that's it for today. It's already getting dark. I think I'm gonna mount the transmission onto the car tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to see shit.
The next day.
Alright, new day. Time to install the tranny now. This is probably gonna be a little tough to do it by myself, but you guys saw the clutch, pressure plate, and flywheel installed. So I'm gonna clean all this stuff up and then crawl under there with the tranny, and then let's see how it goes. Trying to lift it up on the floor by yourself might be a little hard. It'd be sick if I had a lift or something, but you know how it is, broke boys. It doesn't help that this thing is freaking caked in oil. I would clean it, but it would leave such a mess, like on the floor here. I'm gonna have to bench this thing. No way, bruh. Alright, I got the tranny in. Damn, that shit was tough by myself. Where's Team Muscle when you need it? Look, also, these pants were all clean and now look. Shit dirty. Alright, I'm gonna just bolt the tranny up, torque the tranny bolts to spec. That's gonna take a while because a few of them are awkward to get to. And then we just bolt up the drive shaft, the exhaust, all that good stuff. Alright boys, I just finished bolting up the tranny. As you guys can see, all the bolts are there. I torqued them all up to spec now. Now I'm gonna just start connecting the starter wires and the sensors that go to the tranny. And it's raining, boys. I don't know if you guys can see it or hear it. But yeah, I mean, I have this carport area, so I'm good. As long as it doesn't rain too much where it gets flooded right here a little bit, but I should be good. I'm just trying to finish this up today and then break in the clutch as soon as I can. You already know your boy had to get some type of caffeine. So as I was connecting some of the connectors on the transmission, this reverse switch, I think it's a reverse switch, the wires are so stale that this one broke, so I just resoldered it and then yep, it works now. So all that is just like an open switch type circuit. So when this ball spring here is not pressed, it should be open, which it is, but then when it's pressed, as you can see, it completes the circuit. So that's good. I don't have to buy another switch. But look, it's still raining and it's freaking cold. So I'm gonna get back to it, boys. Alright, so now I have to adjust the slave cylinder clutch engagement. I don't know if, here, I'm gonna try to show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see if I'm aiming it at it or not, but that rusty rod that's on the clutch pedal, I have to adjust those nuts so there's enough play and enough pressure. I'm gonna do that out of the camera because it's annoying to film down there. I didn't film it, but if you guys can see, the clutch override bracket is right there. And I adjusted the clutch rod and all that. So we should be good with the clutch adjustment. So yeah, I'm gonna just fill up the tranny with fluid. Oh, I forgot, I gotta put the exhaust on and all that. Yeah, I'm not gonna film that. Let me just finish doing all that. Quick update, my balls are frozen. All right guys, I just finished up, bolted up the exhaust, everything else that I had mentioned in the previous clip. I cleaned up a bit, it's all bolted up. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the car now and see, make sure it goes into gears fine. I had to bust out the heater because I was freaking freezing. Oh, let me just put my shift knob on real quick. So I have to remember to start it in neutral from now on. All right, so here it goes. Okay, it's in neutral, no clutch. All right. So that's it for this video. I'm gonna just finish putting my tools away and stuff. It's still raining, so it's not like I'm gonna pull out the Miata and go ahead and drive it anyways. But I have to break in the clutch, and the instructions say that I have to basically drive like a grandma for 500 miles. And then it says after the 1,000-mile braking period, we recommend you perform the pedal adjustment procedure again. So yeah, I just pretty much have to drive it normal, but you know, don't accelerate too quickly, especially with the turbo. I want to make sure I don't get any heat spots or anything like that. I want to make sure it brakes in fine. I wish it was the summer though, so I don't have to be freezing my ass off installing all these parts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.